really evident to me that Cambodia has been through a huge amount of struggle for quite an extended period of time. Even though there's a language barrier, everyone is really friendly and is making a concerted effort to show that we're welcome, which has been really moving. Even the schools putting on these beautiful feasts every day for lunch, it makes us feel really welcome and special.
Great that ISIS did do this, and for a select group of us could actually experience where all the money was going. I didn't think it was going to be that way. I thought it would more be, we just work on that as a part of our own goodwill, rather than getting an experience out of it. So I think it's been extremely beneficial to all of the group to actually come and experience something different and have that time off work and be able to just see where the charity money went, and then obviously spread that word through the next couple of years or however long we were there.
When we arrived, we were told that we needed to patch a couple of concrete floors as well as lay a new slab in the inside of one of the buildings. And so, being in construction, we're used to having a concrete truck rock up with concrete pump it in, form it up, and you're ready to go, and it's done within an hour. But then we found out there was no concrete mixer. We had to do the mix all by hand. We couldn't even wheelbarrow it into the classroom. We had to carry it with buckets. All our sand and aggregate and cement had to be carried with buckets. So it was quite a different experience, and it was a lot more labour intensive. But then it came to the point where we had the concrete mixer rock up, and so no one had any idea that there was a concrete mixer in town. And when one of the locals sort of said, "Oh, there's a construction site down the road," and disappeared for an hour or so, came back with his motorbike, towing a concrete mixer, and it was just the best sort of morale boost because it actually enabled us to finish the slab in a matter of hours rather than days. So it was quite a good help.
I think for me, the relationship, just being aware of the relationship between what SeeBeyondBorders are doing in promoting health and education, and also that interaction with the locals and the community as well. Because yesterday when we were working, we're all working and doing a specific repair job on the school. At the same time, the locals that were working with us, there were other locals doing other things. It turns out that some of these people weren't even parents, they were just members of the community who knew there was work going on and wanted to come and give their time unpaid to the school. And I guess for members of the community to do that without being paid, and when I'm sure they've got other things to go and do. I think some of them had farms that they should have been working on, but instead they were here helping us concrete steps and paint walls. So I think it's that community engagement that really struck me, I guess.
The second year supporting SeeBeyondBorders in terms of how I can see that money and how it's working now. The smallest example would be the art classes that we took. These children don't have access to paper, they don't have access to pencils, they don't have access to paint or crayons or colouring pencils. And so they just sit there and give them these art stuff, and they draw, and they don't fight between each other, they share, they help one another. My children go to school and they have a limit of children in a class. You can't have more than a certain amount of children per teacher. They have their pencils, their rubbers, they have absolutely everything that they need, and they don't realise how special it is. And then you come here and you have 4 children sitting on a seat that's built for 2.
And the way that he developed this charity, and what he's putting into it, every little bit of help that you can give, assistance, there's learning, and it's reciprocal too. But yeah, I would recommend it. There's a lot to be gained out of it, plus you're helping to help a lot of people.